selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
Welcome to the IPA Champions Cup, live on Sporty Stuff TV.
Champions Cup, Sporty Stuff Champions Cup, Paul. What a night we've got ahead of us tonight, and last night was absolutely cracking. If we can top that tonight, I think everyone will be happy. Well, I've got with me my regular pundit, the man they call the best judge in the pool game, Mr. Mark Pickworth. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Mark. How's it feeling then? We're sort of on the last day of the week again for us. And next week, we don't get that much rest for next week because we're back on Sunday. Yeah. So we've got to do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday next week as well. There's so not much rest. I've got a busy weekend as well. Chelmsford races tomorrow. I think, where are we Friday? Somewhere Friday, and then Saturday we're at Chelmsford again. Back here for Sunday, so never buy the car off me. Never buy a second-hand car off me. Anyway, Mark, last night, what was it like? Fantastic, wasn't it? It certainly was. Dean Shields there, and you can see just on your screen now, Dean Shields. And we've lost another favourite, John McAllister, our current world champion. He is out of the tournament. I don't even think he's going to get into event 3 because he didn't accumulate enough points. But we'll have to wait to see how everything pans out. But Dean Shields, he played some great stuff last night, and he deserved his place into like the next stage. And we're going to have a look to see how the next stage is sort of panning out a little bit now. There's Dean Shields there, look. He's gone into that group of Liam Dunster, Corey Rees and Conor Treacy, who we also saw last night play some brilliant stuff. Yeah. And that bottom group, that's where tonight's winner of the group is going to go in there. That space there next to Tom Barley and Jamie Clark. And at the moment, Andy Croasdale is the best runner-up, so he's also in that group. So that is shaping up really nicely. But just look at that Group A there.
You looked after Dean Shields last night for winning, didn't you? Putting him in that top half there, Group A. Oh, group of death, that is, isn't it? That's it. Anyone can win that, can't they? But you're up against Liam as well, aren't you? He's going to be big favourite still, Liam Dunster, to win the tournament, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's won 12 frames on the bounce. He's not dropped a frame. But all them players, they've all got 6 points each. They've won every match as well. And Conor Treacy, you've got to feel sorry for him if he just hold on to that spot, because there is a chance of him losing his spot tonight with tonight's matches.
But also tonight, it must give the players some incentive, because they're going to go into Group B, aren't they, tonight? That space we've got there for Group B. So whoever wins tonight would think, oh, not only am I going to win tonight, but I fancy winning Group B as well. So can we see the players who's on tonight? We've got to have 4 players who's coming on here. We've got Dan Davey, Double D, as you call it. I love these nicknames.
And our very own Dan Davey, who does our commentary.
Yeah, that was
who's giving the night off to play Paul? What's gone off there?
He's still getting paid.
Oh, who knows? Well, yeah,
we've got Dan Davey, and we've got Craig Brown. Craig Brown, 15-8 to win it tonight, by the way.
The Gaffer.
The Gaffer,
yeah.
Is it? Yeah, the Gaffer.
Yeah.
I love these nicknames. They're different. Look at that JJ Fall from Manchester, the South African, isn't he? He's class, isn't he?
It looks like it means business with that pose there,
and look at Mark Leatham at the end there. He's 16-1 to win tonight. That's massive odds, isn't it? 16-1. If you want to sling away £2 and get back £34 for your £2, you know, it's big price, Mark Leatham, isn't he? There's the prices coming up, as we said, 5-4 Double D. You know, big favourite. He is 5-4. Is he shorter? I think he may be a little. You know, I was expecting a bit more than 5-4. Then you got, but when I say 5-4 and 15-8, don't forget, if you shop around with our betting partners, you will get better prices than what you see on the screen. You know, they could all be switched around. Got me JJ Fall 5-2. He'll have plenty of punters from Manchester backing him tonight, weren't he? And as I said, the outsider of the party, Mark Leatham, 16-1. And if you want to get a motor car for a tenner, you can have 100-1 for your money to win the event there. And we've got plenty of them cheap cars here. I know we've got the governor commentating tonight, Mr. Jim White, haven't we, as well? So,
legend.
The legend, isn't he, Jim White? So we've got plenty of cheap cars over here, Jim. 100-1, you can win a car for a tenner. Here we go, first match, JJ Fordy, Craig Brown. Craig Brown's 5-4, JJ Fall 13-8, and 2-1 the tie. This is the shortest price a tie has ever been since I've started on Paul. 6 days we've been here now, so we've had 15 matches. No, what we had, yeah?
It is the shortest price I've seen.
Shortest price ever, 2-1.
It's either been 9-4 or 5-2.
9 or 4. You're learning.
Yeah, I am.
You're learning.
Picking up
You'll be on time for when this ends here. But I think he's 13-8 JJ Fall, and he's good player, isn't he?
The Pretoria Potter, as you've already said, from South Africa, he's ranked number 25 on the professional rankings. His win-lose ratio, well, his win-lose sort of record there, he's only won 4 out of his last 10 matches. And his 2021 record is pretty low at 42%, so he's a little bit out of form, but his career win percentage is 52%. And his best sort of run at the moment is this season. He's only had a last 16 spot. But JJ Fall has won a title on the IPA ranks, and he's only been in one final and he's won that. So he knows how to win on the IPA competitions. So he's dangerous.
His opponent tonight, Craig Brown?
Craig Brown, the gaffer. He's ranked number 21 on the pro rankings.
He could be on Love Island, couldn't he? Craig? Denny, look what Denny looked fantastic.
Well, I think they're looking for people to go
I've been dreaming of a body like that.
Maybe you can tell him that.
Dreaming over 60 years for a body like that. He's lovely, isn't he, Craig? Man, look at him with his arms. Oh, he looks a champion, doesn't he, Craig? The gaffer. I love the nickname
as well, the gaffer. Pool, eh? Let's get back onto the pool.
I love the gaffer.
Right, win-lose there then. So he's only won 4 out of the last 10. And 2021 win percentage, 50%, but he's got 60% career win. So again, it just looks like he's a little bit out of form. He's only had a last 32 this season. So he's got a bit to do. And he's been with us 5 years and he's not won one IPA title.
How about our Double D?
There he is, Double D, our very own commentator, ranking number 11. He's got to be breaking in the top 10 this season. He has to, but with that win-lose ratio there,
he's got a lot of L's next to his name.
Yeah, he's had a bad season, and you was talking to him. He said to you, and I heard him. He said that he's put in quite a bit of time because he loves playing these big competitions, and I'm sure a lot of players have also put in a lot of time. But 2021 win percentage 47%, but a career percentage 52%. And also remember, Double D, Dan Davey, he's won a title and he's been in 3 finals. But again, season's not been great, and he's only been to a last 16 this season.
And how about cider at a party this evening?
Well, there it is, Mark Leatham. The money, recent win-lose percentage. Well, with one form is like he's won 5, lost 5. 2021 win percentage, 44%. Career win percentage, 43%. But he's only into his 2nd year at the moment, and he's already got to a last 32. But he's currently ranked number 43 on the amateur ranks. So he's way off the mark. But he's got through a qualifier. He's had to win 6 matches to get here. And when I've been talking to him in the arena, just as we're doing the player briefing and that, he wants to win. He's putting a lot of time. He's got a lot of energy about him. I'm really looking forward to see how he plays in that arena.
Right, it's good. And also, you know what we've got tonight? We've got 2 legends with us tonight as well. We've got the commentator, Jim White, isn't he, from Canada? And he is a legend, isn't he?
Oh,
I remember Jim from a
legend.
long time ago. And also coming up, we've got our referee as well, but we've got the match betting here coming up here on all the 6 matches here this evening. Don't forget the last 5 matches. We come on air at 10 o'clock on channel 437, Sporty Stuff TV. Straight after the Grand Finish, we'll be on there live, and also online we'll be as well.
At sportystuff.tv.
Sporty Stuff TV. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We mentioned one legend, Jim White. How about the other legend, our referee for this evening, Mr. Ben Taylor Fruanti.
Match 1. Best of 6 frames. First frame, JJ Fall to break. Time running. Ten seconds. Extension called.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sporty Stuff TV. And this is the Champions Cup 2022. And this is JJ Fall. Got the first opportunity in this frame. And here's the gaffer, Craig Brown. He got to the last 16 on last year's event and had a really good run of form. But he seems to be a little bit out of form with some of the figures I've given you early on. But personally, I like the way that Craig Brown plays. Plays very fluently.
Extension called.
So he's used his extension. These players, they get 1 30-second extension per frame, 30 seconds per shot. So he's elected the yellows. Obviously got that problem just on that bottom cushion there. But he can probably elect to sort of go into it sooner rather than later. Now, does that yellow, I think the top yellow definitely passes into the left middle. Does that one on the bottom? He's going for it, so I think that sort of tells us that it does. So this is where he's going to try and get this yellow out. I mean, when he pots this yellow, he's going to be canning into that red, and that yellow, you can't see it any other option, then it's going to be dropping in that pocket. You don't want it to drop, and he's played that very well controlled shot there from Craig Brown. And now this is a perfect opportunity for him to take this first frame. Gone a little bit far, so he's going to have a little bit of travelling to do with this white ball now. And there's going to be a bit of traffic in the way with these red balls. I mean, the yellow should be a pretty much simple enough pot for him. But he needs to navigate his way around these reds.
Well, Mark, I'm going to jump in. I'm hoping you can hear me. We just had a couple technical issues.
Foul.
Oh, that's unlucky. Found the angle into the side pocket.
1 free shot, 1 visit, time running.
Yeah, and just as you came in there, Jim, I did say that he's going to have to navigate himself around with all them red balls. He had a lot to do there. And I've got to say, that's not the best opening shot there from JJ, and he's even nodding to himself.
These are the sort of opportunities you have to put pay to, though.
Yeah.
Chances like this, especially in the early days, you know that nerves still have to settle. Players will have had a little time on the table to practice, but it's never the same as a match.
No, it isn't. But in this race to 4 format, these players, they need to start early. And if you're one of the slower starters, this definitely isn't the competition for you.
And JJ, a club owner in Manchester, so little excuses. He should be able to spend a little time on the table, you'd think, when he's not answering the telephone.
And that looks pretty perfect there. I mean, these are like dot to dot, these are. You don't have to do a lot with this cue ball now.
And after that in-off from Craig, everything was there waiting for him, but still they had to be made.
Frame.
And it's our club owner, JJ Fall, opening his account here. 1-0, 6 frames to be played. And he's off the mark. And I think fair to say, too, that he's probably the 3rd favorite in this group. Would you agree, Mark? You know, you have to fancy our colleague Dan Davey. Craig Brown just in behind him, and then JJ Fall, they had him at 5-2. Well, if he gets out here, 5-2, maybe looking pretty handy.
Yeah, you're definitely right there, Jim. I mean, JJ, but he's such an experienced performer. He's played Q Sports
Frame 2.
in a lot of
Craig
sort of
Brown to
disciplines.
Trailing 1 frame to 0.
He's going to be tough to beat,
Time
JJ
running.
is, especially in this short race format. He's pretty much anybody's. It's like a flick of a coin sometimes. But Craig Brown, he plays some great stuff. If he can get his break working, he's going to be tough to beat as well.
Well, a total displacement of yellows and reds here, but doesn't look like the ideal layout for him. Reds and yellows have both found a couple clusters, so gonna possibly have to
10
weave his
seconds.
way around here.
Extension called.
But this is far from easy. And again, he's had to suffer a little bit of psychological bruising after that cue ball found its way into the side pocket. He's got to put that out of his mind.
Yeah, but his demeanour around this table, it looks like he has. And he's only got one thing on his mind here. That's by getting this match level.
And both you and Gary, Mark, were saying that this is the shortest price you've seen the draw in any of the matches yet. 2-1 it was paying. So
Yeah.
obviously the bookies like the draw.
Yeah, I do, and I mean, I've never ever seen the sort of 9-4, or it's always been like 9-4 or 5-2. He's never seen the 2-1. So obviously the betting partners, they think this has got more potential to draw than any other match that we've had on so far.
Well, he wastes little time when he gets down. And this was far from easy, the layout
Right.
here. And look at this, Craig Brown like a whippet through the balls there. And just like that, it's one apiece. Now it's turned right back over to JJ Fall to see what sort of reply he can come up with. But some performance from Craig Brown there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the Craig Brown that I know. He can play some great stuff, and when he's on form, he's brilliant to watch as well. I mean, as you see with that break and clearance there, I mean, JJ is going to have to get his break working soon to try and keep up with him.
I like the fact that he goes through them very quickly too. Always a sign of confidence
Frame
when you
3.
see a player playing at that
JJ
speed.
Fall to break. Scores are tied. 1 frame all.
And already into
Time
frame
running.
3. And JJ at the table, sizing it up. Now, worth another look. He used his break cue. He just put it back and used the cut break. We saw that employed by Mark Boyle. Highly successful, even though Mark didn't get through his group. But you know that some of these players have been taking notes, watching a lot of their colleagues out there and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, and that break there of JJ's, he absolutely put as much effort into that as possible. And these reds, they're definitely a lot better than these yellows. But that red, the one near the black, does that go into the left centre? And also that red on the right-hand side underneath that yellow, that's going to need some cannoning just to get it out into the open. And he's not perfect on this ball. This is missable.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be easy. And it's not going to be easy for Craig either. Got the same issue on the right-hand side, the two yellows near each other, and also the yellow just above the red.
Ten seconds.
But he does strike me like the sort of player
Extension called.
that likes to put his shoulder to the door. He doesn't just like to put his foot in. He likes to knock that door down. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him throw caution to the wind here and go after these colors.
Yeah, these he's going to have a look at sort of hiding the cue ball or putting it in a place where he's going to get an advantage from here, but he's going to have
10
to
seconds.
move these yellows sooner or later. He just can't sort of hang fire and just wait for a mistake, because that might not happen, and he's left JJ an opportunity here for me.
Yeah, do you feel he should have attacked a little bit there?
Or at least get, really hide the cue ball and just really sort of force JJ into coming off at least 2 cushions and trying to get his free shot. But leaving opportunities
10
like
seconds.
this, JJ is going to take them. But he looks like he's missed this on the far side, or on the near side, should I say. But he's still in control for me.
No.
And this shot on this cushion here, it's very delicate. And again, he's not hiding the cue ball.
Well, possibilities, having a look to see this red, if not in, you'd like it right over the pocket. Looks like it'll go.
Yeah, and this
Craig
one,
Brown could well be kicking himself. Sorry, Mark. Craig could be kicking himself now for not being a little bit more aggressive.
yeah, and I think, leaving his yellows on the cushion and not hiding the cue ball, he just put no pressure on JJ. And that's the reason why this is going to cost him the frame.
Frame.
JJ taking advantage of the weak safeties from Craig Brown, vaulting out to a 2-1 advantage. And he'll sit down and let Craig break in frame number 4. But he's in control, and he knows it.
And JJ is only one frame away now of getting his first point on the board. So Craig, he needs to do exactly what he did when he broke off last time, another break in clearance, or at least get some control in this 4th frame.
Frame 4. Craig Brown to break, trailing 2 frames to 1. Time running.
Successfully completed. No easy starting shot though
10
for
seconds.
Craig.
Extension called.
But I'm just wondering, he can play this 2 ways. He can play the red onto the yellow. Because I think yellows are definitely the best ball. He's going to have to play the plant. And that's not bad. He's done as much as he could there, because that was a pot that could easily have been missed. But he's giving himself a great opportunity now. Just needs to. This is the positional shot of this frame now. A little bit short, but he's still going to have options here.
I'll knock this in, try and get back near the center of the table, really. But he doesn't want to go behind that red. Yeah, it was all about the speed. Man, that was a positional mistake. He's shown us a few safety errors. And the shake of the head pretty much tells you how Craig's feeling about proceedings out there.
10 seconds.
Yeah, and where these reds are positioned, they're pretty easy. He needs something to change here. And he's had a bit of slice of good fortune there. It's pretty good news.
Craig in his chair. He's the number 21 ranked player
Got one.
on the
Sanction
IPA.
called.
And the man at the table, number 25. So, in terms of ranking, slight favorite, as you'd expect, Craig Brown. But it's close. Kind of a good news, bad news story there, wasn't it, Mark? I mean, a great shot, but he hasn't got that one red out into play. You'd like to have seen that developed.
Yeah, you would, but you sort of always saw that was always going to land or come to that sort of. It was always going to land like that, wasn't it? And now he's going to have to try and develop it. He's trying now. Has it come out? That's not bad. It's pretty perfect, if you ask me. Looks like he's got an angle on this one in the middle as well. Great shot here from JJ.
Yeah, it couldn't really have worked out a lot better. He's given himself every chance now. And this frame would secure him at least the draw.
Yeah, and as I said in the opening part of the show, but what has he done here? Is he, I think he's snookered. He's going to have to come off the cushion. Or can he swerve it? This is a big error here from JJ. But there's a chance here, potting this.
Geez, he played that cushion first. What a shot. Cushion first with bottom and let the cue ball slide back out towards the middle of the table. A long black for the 3-1 lead.
Frame.
Wow, some performance that one from JJ Fall. Just when it looked like he might be in trouble, he's given us the shot of the match to this stage. Tremendous stuff from the club owner in Manchester.
Yeah, it is. And as I said, he's here to play. He's here to win. He's going to be tricky for all of these players tonight. But this is what's up next. Go on, Jim. I'll let you go.
You bet. Our colleague Dan Davey is going to be front and center, and we're going to see if sitting on the sidelines he might have been able to sort a few issues out. Not like watching a chess match from the side, Dan. You're going to be the focus of all our attention very soon, but that's to come. Mark Leatham and Dan Davey.
Leading 3 frames to 1. Time running.
So here we go. A good break from JJ Fall. And he'll put pay to the performance.
Wow, another great break here. He's put everything into that. And these reds, they've all got a pocket. There's just that one in the middle of the table on the right-hand side of the blue spot. I mean, it does go in the top right, but has he got an opening red? Has he got an opening pot? I mean, he's got an opening pot on the yellow, and but he'll want red balls.
Yeah, he's looking long and hard to sort out a red to attack. A bit surprised, are you, with that shot, Mark?
Yeah, I am, but I think he's just sort of trying to keep to the table, and he's going to give himself options, isn't he? He's keeping the advantage on and the pressure on, Craig. And the way he's potting, the way he's going about his work, he looks in good form.
Well, one shot, and he's just matured this situation to one of some promise. Like you said, he is potting lights out. And it looks like a stroll in the park for him. Key to success in any of these Q Sport disciplines, you go out there and play like it means nothing when it means everything.
Yeah, it does. It just looks
10
like he's going to be taking these out. And what a great start this will be for JJ4. A 4-1 winner in the first match. And Craig Brown, he's going to be under some pressure now for his last 2 matches, especially if JJ takes these out. But he looks really focused here.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, it just leaves a nice angle on this yellow. You'll be able to get the cue ball towards the middle of the table to attack the black. This has really been one of the better performances we've seen. And courtesy of JJ Fall. The
Frame
black
and the
down,
match.
and it's
JJ
a
Fall
4-1
frames to
win.
1.
JJ Fall in some kind of form. And what kind of message does that send across the bow to everyone else in the group? Terrific. Tremendous stuff. He's guaranteed himself the point. The 2 points, pardon me. Tremendous stuff from JJ Fall. And Mark has made his way back with Gary, and I know they're going to both be pretty impressed.
Well, that was a good start to the evening there. JJ Fall 4-1, and I thought that would be a lot closer than that. Then so did the bookie chaps. They went 2-1 the tie, shortest price it's ever been. And JJ Fall wins it. 13 of 80 was JJ Fall, but played well.
He did play well. He was pretty faultless there. Craig Brown has made 1 mistake and he's been punished 4-1. We've seen players make lots more mistakes than that and got something out of the match. But JJ Fall, he's here to win this group. And I said to you, he is one to watch. He's a very experienced performer, and I'm very interested to see how this group's going to come out now.
I was interested with Craig Brown as well. I know he's got beat 4-1, but as you said, he made one mistake, and he loses the match 4-1. You wouldn't think it's right, would you? But, you know.
It's a tough school here at the IPA ranks. It's really tough, and I think some of these players are actually surprising you, even though they're quite high prices, but they're here to win. Everyone that plays on the IPA ranks, they want to win.
I thought he played really, really well. I thought both played well, but JJ Fall, as I said, he never put a foot wrong all the way throughout that match, did he? You know. But Mark Leatham, the very own Dan Davey. Well, I'm going to call this David and Goliath, Phil, or Davey and Goliath, shall we call him? Because Mark Leatham's 5-1, and Dan Davies 2-5, and 11-4 the draw. So this is my little Davey and Goliath tonight. But Double D can't get beat, can he, Mark?
Well, it can happen. It can happen in these race to 4 formats. Anything can happen. It's short races. These players sometimes aren't used to it. But Dan Davey, I don't think he can get beat here tonight. I think he's going to get all 6 points.
You fancy Dan Davey?
Yeah, I don't fancy him in that way, but I fancy him to
No,
win.
I mean strongly, you know. Well, after the 9 o'clock then, anyway. So, but I thought Dan Davey, he's 5-4 to win tonight. And I'll tell you what we do. If you fancy watching our next match, which Dan's in against Mark Leatham, 10 o'clock, Sporty Stuff TV, channel 437. We'll be waiting for you.